speak the way you normally speak, you know, which is
super fucking loud.
Very loud. Talk like you're talking on the phone. Oh, hang on, I got a phone call coming in. Hey!
Shut up!
There you go. Welcome, people of Reddit. Today we're taking a deep dive into insane parents, where we debate the ability of the coronavirus to travel on audio waves, and we contemplate breaking up with our fiance because they were kind of mean to us when we abandoned our son. This one's special. So the first post of the day. My dad is threatening to call the cops on me. What does a shitty dad sound like? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that your dad is a bit of a Nazi, as we like to call him, so I'm gonna give him an exaggerated German accent. The clock is ticking. If you're not home in 5 minutes, I will call the cops for your hit and run. It wasn't a hit and run. The cops won't care. I'm 18. You can't do anything. Watch me. You are the most untrustworthy person I've ever known in my life. Get your ass home in 3 minutes. Now, OP clarifies a little bit in the comments by saying, the other day I backed into a parked car in a parking lot. I couldn't find the owner, so I called the non-emergency number, left my contact info on the vehicle, and took photos of the incident. I went back to the scene when the owner came back to his car and called me. Talked with the police, and agreed to handle this civilly by paying for the minor damages. My dad found out about this and was mad about it, but got over it. I went out today and he started calling me to get back home because he doesn't want me to get coronavirus from being outside. I didn't answer, so he threatened to call the cops on me for a hit and run, which didn't happen, and call the owner of the car and tell them to sue me. He then called all my friends and started threatening them. Man, should have got some screenshots of those texts. That'd be awesome. Now, the real reason I included this post was because there was a wonderful phenomenon that happens every now and then in Reddit. It's one of the most organic, beautiful things. It's an insult competition. And it started with user Worried Conditions saying he sounds like a certified nutbag, a complete ass basket, a whole chum bucket. He is beyond come pale. An absolute gizzard blizzard. This sounds like the Sandlot. A real dumpster diver. A double-decker Tramborger. That doesn't make sense. A mighty cockwomble. Some disillusioned bramble jam. An industrial strength twat waffle. An underdeveloped pineapple fleshlight. He plays ball like a girl. Our next post. How dare people spend their own money on things. Looks like she shared a news article claiming that Netflix reduces video quality in Canada to lower internet bandwidth use. And her take on this was, during this pandemic, only people with kids should be able to watch any streaming service, and nothing for people who are alone and single. Families need Netflix or Disney Plus more. It's annoying to see a grown adult sharing what they were watching on Disney Plus when that streaming service was made only for kids. I have 3 little ones at home and another on the way. We deserve this service over single and alones with no kids. I didn't know alone was a noun. Alones, like it's a title. The vote concluded that this person was indeed insane, with 160 voting insane, 3 voting not, for whatever reason, and 10 people saying it was fake. And I hope to God those people are correct. You would almost think it was the people with children who would need it less because you got more of a chance to spend some time with your kids. God forbid you have to actually talk to them or something like that. Our next post was found on Instagram. Growing up, my parents always gave me shit for being sick in the morning. What's wrong with you? Are you on drugs? No, mother. That's what happens when you force a lactose-intolerant child to drink milk every day. In my day, we didn't have the lactose intolerances. Just rub some dirt in it. This post is entitled, Parents That Make Fun of the Hobbies of His Kids Are Trash. And I gotta say, yeah, probably. I don't know, unless his kid's hobby consists of, like, skinning live cats or something like that. Dad says, I'm at a Lego robotics tournament for my oldest, and you've never seen this many depressed fathers in one place. We were all thinking, other kids play football. Seriously, they have a play-by-play announcer. On my life. I'm not making that up. Now that's a trashy enough post as it is, but the best part were the responses. One user said, Hey, this is just like the time when my daughter attended art and writing competitions and I made fun of her on Twitter because she didn't play sports. Except I didn't do that because I'm not a terrible parent. I'm proud of my kids' accomplishments. This is where shame needs to exist. Is when you're just shitting all over your kid in a public forum. People need to be like, okay, you're kind of shitty. Another user replied, I too hate the idea of my children one day having valuable career skills. Why would you rather your kid play football than go to a robotics tournament? Oh, my kid wants to build shit. How come he can't just go get a daily concussion instead? I don't understand. Some inspiration in the form of a reply. The world is full of people who succeed in life, despite having a shitty father. And my favorite tweet, nobody is gonna hold your hand when you die.
Oh, God.
Ugh. So user YellowOrange5 posted, a 5-year-old is perfectly capable of fending for himself. Help, I'm 34 weeks pregnant. I have a 5-year-old son, stay-at-home mother. My fiance works 6 days a week. This makes it extremely hard for me to leave the house. It's a pain being pregnant and having to get my son ready and in the car. So I usually leave him home behind my fiance's back.
What?
Hey! No judgment, please, is what she said. It's parentheses. I'll let that one slide because you hadn't heard. But from here on out, we're not allowed to judge her. Well, today I got caught. Since I'm pregnant, I was craving this specific place in the mall. My son's lunch was in the oven and figured by the time it was ready, I would be home considering the mall isn't more than 15 minutes away. My son is potty trained and just plays games on his iPad / watches TV. I get these messages from my fiance 30 minutes after I leave. My question is, would you guys be mad if your significant other spoke to you this way? I feel degraded and belittled over nothing. A 5-year-old is perfectly capable of fending for himself. For an hour, I'm honestly about to pack my bags and never let my son see his father again, as well as when my baby is born. I would rather be a single mother than be spoken to this way. Time to see what this asshole said to her that hurt her feelings like this. Where the fuck are you? I just got home. Why the fuck is son here all by himself? Are you crazy? Okay, relax. I'm fucking 8 months pregnant. I went to get food at the mall food court. It's literally 15 minutes away. He was just watching TV. I was hungry. You don't get it because you can't be pregnant. He's 5 years old and can walk and talk and shit on the toilet himself. Why do I need to be home? Why are you leaving work early? Sounds like you're the guilty one trying to start an argument out of nothing. Wait, it gets worse. He gets more mean. Okay.
Oh.
That was pretty mean of him. That was...
Shut up, Jared.
No, this guy's a dick.
People are gonna think you're crazy.
You left chicken nuggets in the oven with it on with our son home by himself. How do you not see this is wrong? Wow. What an ass. He's making her feel so bad, and all she did was leave the oven turned on to 350 degrees with her son alone in the house. You have literally no argument there. Would you stop saying literally? That's my least favorite word, I think. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It's one of the most necessary words, and now we can't use it because it means the opposite of what it's supposed to mean. That guy is literally worse than Hitler. No, you don't. Holy shit. People use it as an emphasizer. I'm literally hungry. No shit. Did you think I wasn't gonna believe you? That's almost, the second worst is, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, this milkshake is good. Do I normally think that you lie about things like that? Thanks for not deceiving me. You have literally no argument there. I left the oven on because the chicken nuggets were cooking and ran to the mall. Figured by the time I got back, they would be done cooking for him. You need to watch your fucking mouth. Keep speaking to me this way, and son and your soon-to-be son will move back in with my mother. This is mental abuse, you coming at me. People throw around the term abuse like it's nothing. It's almost as meaningless as the word literally now. Now, the confusion was cleared up by the winner of the worst ever Reddit username, Menstrual Gravy, who responded, "No, see, you don't understand. She's pregnant. It justifies any behavior." A little bit of sympathy was offered by this user who said, "I get where she's coming from because it is really annoying to go anywhere alone at 9 months pregnant, let alone getting a kid ready too, but then you just don't go. When I have a craving, I ask my husband to grab it for me. It's that easy." Are you saying I don't get to do what I want to do just because my kid could die? And Summers said, "What makes it more sad is he was probably excited to come home early and surprise her and his son, and instead he walks in and finds this shit going on." No, he wasn't. Nobody's excited to see this lady. Next post. "So this is what I have to endure through this pandemic. Not sure which is worst." Pfft, come on, OP. "Stop playing with that infected kid. I swear to God, if I hear you play with him again, I'm going to break your game and leave you with nothing." This is OP's mom speaking, and she then sent him a very informative meme that says, "It has been discovered that some cases of COVID-19 in Russia are caused via video games where the virus spreads through the mics into headphones."
What? Oh my gosh, did she believed it?
Hopefully this is fake. But it did spark an interesting conversation. One user said, "I see, vaccines don't work because viruses are spread through audio waves, which is why your mom keeps her ears shut to common logic." Now another user debunked his logic by saying, "Not audio waves. That is impossible, as sound waves are just fluctuating air density, but actually electric currents. Just imagine." This sounds like a really shitty Nicolas Cage comeback movie when he has to pay back another $25 million in back taxes from one of his $1 million vacation homes. It's like The Happening 2. The virus is spreading through audio waves. Our next post comes from user Dovahkiin. "My dog ran out while I was at a friend's house. This is what happened. Your fucking dog ran out again. I am not looking for her anymore." What? Why? What do you mean? Just that. Why won't you look? If you want to find your fucking dog, you come look. Okay, fine. Pick me up. I will look because you won't. Every time I get close, she just runs. I will have dinner, then I'll go get you. So you know where she is? Not anymore. If you stop looking, we could lose her completely. That would be lucky. Really, the only cringe here is that mom missed out on a perfectly good opportunity to say, "If only." It was just a clumsily worded joke, Mom. I'm disappointed. You're not an insane parent. Everyone wants to kill their kid's dog. Now, this post actually just belongs in r/insane redditors, which is a subreddit I'm not sure exists. But this fucking idiot responded, "Careful that you don't fall into the classic abuser's trap. He's nice most of the time, except when he beats me. She's nice most of the time, except when she breaks my stuff. She's usually good, just when she deliberately lets my dog out to get rid of it." Yeah, Mom gets mad at having to chase a dog around the place, and she's now an abuser. Fuck off, Redditor. Well, thank you for spending some of your valuable quarantine time on People of Reddit. Let's start another insult contest in the comments. See if you can beat industrial strength twat waffle. And as always, remember to like and subscribe so I can get you some more shit.